everyone involved in crypto, this is a huge movement in the market. Bitcoin now stands close to 73,400 and the market cap is $2.8 trillion. The market is giving opportunity to everyone who is looking for it. That's something, right? The market is trying to give you easy targets. The market is literally giving you so easy signals that it's breaking higher, watch for this, it's doing this, watch for that. All of those were in here. I mean, we've been following this asset for some time, and for some reason, it's been playing just like the textbook pattern. After a couple of months, we're here 100% plus in returns. So that's not a small deal. But let me actually caution you before you get euphoric. If the market is giving you all these predictability and a lot of easy money when it's popping, and you spotted it, great, perfect, you got the rounded bottom, you got the breakout, or at least you got the divergence and you entered, fine. But there is a trap. Maybe it is going to evolve as it is. This is a short-term scenario, a micro one. When you zoom a little bit out on a 4-hour chart, this is what you see. Do you recognize that pattern? I'll show you something. We'll go through that. Do you see what I see here? The momentum has increased. That's good. That's great. But usually what comes after that? When you enter on an even higher time frame, which is a 3-day chart, this is what you see. What do you make of that? Can this be a possibility? Can the market drop 25%, maybe 20%? But anyway, you're almost getting close to that measured move if this is what you're looking at. That means the price action is showing you a lot of signals. Maybe you're 100% confident of that one, maybe you're not. But let me say this, opportunities are about to come your way and heavily. Let's look at it and say like, okay, let me use this opportunity. While all of this is happening, XRP is starting to trend higher. It is respecting the previous resistance as a support. That's a great news. Welcome to the Scientific Investor family, where the normal retail guys get to learn how to become the next top 10% of this world. Right now, when you do look at the market, you have to keep in mind that the market will show you a lot of different signs, right? And it's on you to recognize those so you make decent gains. So this call was like at $2. Right now you stand here. So literally you made a 150% move in a short duration, like 2 months. If you were in for this bounce, buy the dip bounce, you already got that. Perfect. Because this was followed through. With the breakout, for those who were looking for the breakout, we had that too. Now you are halfway through, so the ROI wouldn't look that great. But the RSI actually showed you that story. It's evolving. That level of strength was seen back here or in this range where the price was at a lot higher than where we are now. And that's one of the reasons why 1,000+ members are here taking benefit of that in the SI family, where I post all of these opportunities for you guys to take advantage of this market. Right now, you are in the market, you're looking at different opportunities, but market has its own ways of doing things, right? Yeah, on a short term, I do have to say there is some bearish sentiment building on. But the issue is, on a weekly, this is just a speculation. You don't have higher odds on your sides on the weekly saying we're going to go down. Maybe it's going to continue higher, 74, 75, 76 to complete this measured move. Maybe that's when we'll correct. But no one knows this, right? So what you are looking at, though, is that this is a local resistance. If you break through, fine, you're going to look for the new range. If not, you would look for a consolidation within the range. If that breaks to the downside, perfect. But as of now, we don't have the idea which direction we are going to break to. If Bitcoin does break this pattern to the downside, Fine. On the other side, for anyone who's involved with the altcoins like XRP and others, we are interested in this. We want to actually see that this particular pattern going to the upside so that you get better opportunity to buy in. If not, you're not actually watching those opportunities, or rather, you're watching it holding on even when Bitcoin does all this volatility. So the market is volatile. There is no debating it. So the only thing which you can support to make your portfolio look great is the macro trend. What if this is coming? Historically, when the altcoin market starts to pump or the Bitcoin dominance drop, it's like 120 days, 150 days, 120 days. So you literally have very, very short period of time when you're getting rejected from this level. Will the market just give you an opportunity just like that? That's the biggest question we are trying to answer. Most likely, no. It will show you some fake out. It'll show you I'm going up and then go back down. That's still a possibility. Back in the day, we saw that happening here. We're showing I'm breaking through. I'm going all the way higher. But then it got rejected and came back down. If that's the story, don't panic. See, while that happens, you may see some slowdown. But in XRP, one of the best things to look for is that we are creating a stairs of support, which is good. We are doing that, which is a good thing. You go back in time and you're like, okay, this asset is slowly starting to respect its own build-up support, its own build-up trend line. So it had a flow, had a ladder, came up here. Now it is the new flow, and most likely maybe you're going to build up the next ramp to run up. Let's see what we're going to do, because that first phase, you're not in the high momentum phase, that you're not watching that. Literally, it's slowing down a little bit and then it starts pumping. So if we are to see that, I would say, okay, that's a good deal, because this level has been a strong support resistance zone for XRP for some time, like all the way from like 2022. Now here we are on 2024. We are looking at all these things. We're good. But the moment you enter onto the total altcoin market cap, including Ether, you kind of sense like, okay, we've been getting stretched a little bit. The RSI is not agreeing with the price for some reason. The price is still grinding to the upside, but the RSI is not. So maybe we'll see this kind of a move. No one knows. Maybe that's going to take 2 weeks. Maybe that's going to take just a week. But what we have noticed in the recent past and all the way in history is that when you do see this asset developing these kind of patterns, it drops. But at what point will it drop? That's the unknown, right? So you have to keep your eyes on a daily chart for the divergence. You have to keep your eyes on a 3-day or a weekly, whichever you like personally. But the key idea here is once it is visible on a higher time frame, you do get a correction. Now, maybe it's not a huge movement, it's just an accumulation zone. So if you are looking to buy in more with a 20-30% drop, what do you need? Dry powder, available cash. Make sure you have some. If there is a drop in the market to retest the moving average, that's an opportunity. If you have been in the wrong assets right now, it gives you more access to be in good assets and select them. Before the breakouts, you get them. Now, there's a lot of different assets which have done these kind of breakouts in the recent past with a 50% ROI, with a 100% ROI after the breakout. Say the average of like 55-60% move. And that's why I say watch out for all the calls coming in the SI family, where you get all of those. The breakout calls, the opportunity calls, everything is in there for all of the assets which you see with volume and opportunity. Not the risk one. You can go on a high risk trade. It's completely up to your risk tolerance for sure. But right now, the market is asking for you to look for risk adjusted return. That's what you should be looking at. And if that's you, then you're like, okay, you like XRP, great. You look at XRP Bitcoin. we're going down, 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 down from a long time. So on a macro chart, this is what you're doing. So last time we had this fake out, we came back in very quickly. So personally, I will look for something like this, a bounce back in Bitcoin to XRP or XRP to Bitcoin pair here. For that to happen, either XRP has to run way, way harder than Bitcoin, or Bitcoin has to drop down. So this goes up. And either way, the odds are now getting so close to a bull run phase for XRP. It's been so long, right? We had one in 2017, we had another one in 2021. Here we are in 2024 waiting for the start of the next big rally. In both cases, you'll see a reversal signal. As of now, the weekly is really attractive. It's showing you an inverted hammer here. This white candle with a long wick to the upside, that's an inverted hammer. Go to Google, type in inverted hammer, look for the inverted hammer candles, and then look for the candlestick patterns, and you'll see, okay, historically, when this comes in, 60-70% of the time, the price goes up. That's a reversal signal. Use it. Use it for your advantage. Not just in a large cap asset like XRP, but there's a lot of medium to small cap assets which will give you exponential ROI. But yeah, obviously, the risk assets, you cannot use entire portfolio on that. It should be small portions. It should be a balanced move. That's one of the reasons why I say, okay, jump in here, discuss. Clearly have an idea before you jump in. If it's payments which you're looking at, you need to know how you should be balancing. If you're looking at the entire crypto market, you're like the payments, the smart contracts, the gaming, the infrastructure. You need to have an idea of what these are showing you. Because once you do have an idea, now one of the best thing to do is, say, for example, you're a spot rider. You buy these assets on a weekly breakout and you just ride it. You don't care about the short-term volatility. If that's you and the market is about to do something like this, don't care. It's just nice for you. But if you are trading in between, now, yeah, you don't have to get liquidated. You can prepare yourself so that it's not kicking you out, and you can load up when the price drops 20-30%. Now, on a macro chart, this looks very, very small. But when you measure that, that's a 35% drop. Say you put in 100K and that's literally pushing you down $35,000. So you can either opt for it to become an opportunity for you, or just, put the portfolio aside, ride for 2 months, come back after 2 months and watch your profits and take your money out. Maybe that's who you are. But you have to ask that question to yourself. What type of an investor you are? What type of a trader you are? Are you taking 10, 20, 30, 40, 50x leverage? Then your risk is through the sky. I'm not there for you because I don't know. I don't have the experience of, now I did back in Forex, but not in crypto. And here, while we try to adjust the risk and reward, I don't know how to do that with a 20x leverage or a 50x leverage. That's really hard. That's above my brains. But when you are in the market trying to do things which the market shows you, use it. Now, these are clear indications what the market is showing you, right? You have one range, it's respecting. This is a known resistance. Now it's respecting. Maybe you're going to come back down here. Maybe you're going to bounce back. But if you do break this level, that's where you look for something like this. Now, why should you think like that? The moment you zoom out on the same chart and put that argument, you'll see, okay, there was a standard deviation candles, all these long wicks coming to the downside. Maybe we can come down to 69,750. It's not a big move. I agree. It's a very small move. But if you zoom out on a daily or a 3-day chart, then you start to recognize something. We are going higher for sure. There is no doubt about it. But each time when you have seen the price dropping, the daily chart to the price was like 12, 13, 15% up. So this was the peak here. What was that? 14%. Okay. I kind of sense that. Okay, this is a 21-day standard moving average. Here we are at 16%. Maybe we are taking off. We're just riding all the way to 90,000, 95,000. I don't know. But there has been times when you got extended to 18, 19 and you slowed down there without much of a correction. You didn't come back down. So in a week or two, you can see whether the price is saying, I'm not coming down, or it's saying, I'm coming down. Because if the RSI is going down and the price is not, it's saying sellers cannot push the price down. They're failing each time. So if you see the RSI coming down here and the price saying, nah, I'm not, okay, it's about to go back up. So now you are watching what the market is about to show you. Don't try to pick the top. It's going to whoop you. Just look at what the price is showing you, react to that. If the price shows you a confirmation that I'm reversing for a short-term correction, use it for your advantage. If not, ride it till the roof. Choice is yours. But guys, if you received value, smash that like button and let me know that you're receiving value at the other end with what I'm trying to detail here. And if you'd like to take benefit of the SI family, use this link in the description below where you get all of these breakdowns on a ton of assets in the crypto market so that you have an extended opportunity in this market to make it big. I'll meet you guys on the next video. Bye for now.